one of my visit to my village in Egypt, I went to visit the cemetery. The cemetery is located on the outskirts of the village, and where it was a huge tree. We call it the dakar when we growing up, and it was the biggest and the oldest tree. And as a kids, we used to go to that tree and climb that tree. And if you get to that tree on your own, now you are an adult.
دلوقتي dakar.
Surprisingly, there I found out some kids are doing the same thing, climbing the trees and playing around 50 years later. And the dakar means the male tree. The kids start telling me the story about this TV man who came from the city and asked the villager if they collect bags. This is a brand, a detergent brand, gonna bring prizes of dishwasher and washing machine and television.
نطلعكم في التلفزيون يعني ضحك علينا دلوقتي خدهم وما جابش لنا حاجه يبقى هو كده سيادتك ضحك علينا ادت له اكتر واحد في البلد ديت اكياس اومو وما جاش يعني اللي كان حقيقة افوز بالجايزه مش عايزاه وربنا يسهل له فيه بس بقول تاني مره يوفى بوعده وما عادش يعني يكذب على حاجه.
I promised those kids I'm going to tell their stories, and contacted the Omo company, the headquarters, Unilevers, and they were very reluctant even to listen to the story, and they refused, and they keep go around, the corporate, red tapes, and you have to contact the people in UK. This is the headquarters of UK. Sometimes they say this has been a long time. Sometimes they say almost not even there, the brand that we talk about. But the corporate culture really were not suing to follow the story. And I told them, this is a great story here, guys. You need to deliver the promise that your guy made 24 years ago. But they were not interested at all. So I had a campaign, and I went on change.org, and I had a petition. People start talking and send them letter, but nothing really came out of it. So last month I went to Egypt, and I went to the village, and I started seriously looking for those kids, showing this video to people in the streets and relatives, and there is no breakthrough.
دي من 20 سنة أنا أجيب لك حد من السن ده يقول لك دي مين، لكن أنا حتى لو قلت لمحمد دلوقتي هو أهو من 20 سنة مين اللي فوق ده؟
Not find any lead to those kids, and but as we were walking in the streets by our old house, we found some people sitting there in the front of their house, and we just, for the heck of it, we asked them if they can look at a video and see if they can recognize those kids. She was kind of, they look familiar, but I don't know who they are, I'm not sure, those kind of stuff and those kind of things. And she called other people to come and look, and everybody comes. What's the story? We tell them the story that those people we met 24 years ago. Do you recognize those kids? I said, no, yes, I can. But it was a breakthrough when one of the children standing there say, I know that person, and then she mentioned a name, and then another name, and then they said maybe that gal is related to those kids, and so I know these kids. I know that I know that boy, but he is a cousin of someone that he lives upstairs, and maybe she is the other one. She is the one who has been talking all along with us. They called her up,
ابن لها شقه ينوبك سوا طلقوا معاه 3 عيال.
سبحان الله.
Just cannot sure and ended up waiting and seeing this is really it. And this is really a great story.
والله ده هي البنت نفسها. والله انا حاساها هي والله.
شوفي نفسك
زي
هو ده انت ولا هي؟
والله هي تهيألي.
بنتي يما شكل بالظبط.
فاكره
لا مش هي مش هي.
زي النبيه هي؟
لا دي مين تعرفي؟ شكلك قوي.
قابلتهم من 20 سنه عند العراق.
والله العظيم ساعة ما رحت عند المقابر احنا كنا لسه عيال صغيره.
انتي صح؟
هي الشروطه الاولانيه. ده انا ما عرفتكوش يا بيه.
انت عارفه انه جاي مخصوص عشان يشوفك؟
بعد ما رحنا وطلعنا على كم تبني كده وبقينا نفط.
والله العظيم.
اي والله العظيم.
And she was stunned.
تقول لي مش هنوصل ادينا وصلنا.
She did not believe that somebody after all these years still remember her, and that's actually what she told me. I really appreciate the fact that you still remember me.
راح اتجوز واحده ثانيه.
The story of a child 12 years old 24 years ago that been promised dishwasher, refrigerator, television, all those things that to her 24 years ago, but they did not deliver the promise. And I told her we're gonna pursue this story. We're gonna make sure that people know about her story, and we're gonna try to raise some funds and try to help her out. That Omo or Unilever's made 24 years ago. We made her the promise from Unilever and Omo that promise was a dishwasher and washing machine and televisions.
هو ليه عمل كده؟ لان هو انت اتوعدتي وما تنفذش الوعد. هو بقى كمان وعدك ولسه ما كانش نفذ الوعد، فهو حب يجي وينفذ الوعد لانه ما كانش هيبقى متضايق يعني فعلا.
This is what I'm doing now, trying to tell that young ladies, now it's not young anymore, tell their stories and let them know, and we'll try to raise funds. So if you can help our pitch out, I'm gonna have GoFundMe websites. Just log on and anything and deliver the promise. The promise that was broken by Unilever and Omo 24 years ago. So that is my promise, Hannah, and I'm gonna work on it, and we're gonna tell your story again. So thank you so much. This was really